What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about SXP. Now, SXP is a crypto that I still think has a lot of room to run, even though it's going to dump hard when Bitcoin continues to dump. This can really make some moves. So I really want to cover this, and this could be a really strong investment. But they do have things they have to do to make the gains, and I'll cover that as well in this video. Before I do, if you're new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins I owned when I made the channel. And had you put in, and the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel, had you put $100 into each of these coins when I released videos about them and you were still holding them all, you'd be in profit for around 7.8k. But if you just sold these coins last year, if you'd done the right thing, because holding them down into a recession is the exact wrong thing. If you'd done the right thing and bought these coins and then sold them last year like I did when the markets were flying high, you could have made 123 grand. That's the difference between doing the right thing and the wrong thing. Now, as you notice on the screen, it's the final day of the Black Friday offer, effectively Cyber Monday, right? If you want to see my entire portfolio, every coin I own, you can do that and get 7 days full access to copymycrypto.com, where I share my portfolio for just $1. 7 days full access for $1. If at the end of that 7 days you don't want to have the service, let me know and we will refund you the $1. That is no problem. Now, guys, as you can see from the spreadsheet, I have a history of success on this. I've been in the market I've had the YouTube channel for 2 years. I've been in the market for 8 years. I keep a public record of success. You can see it. Look at Phantom, up 677 times from when I did a Udemy course, literally titled The Best Cryptocurrency Investment of 2020. Far outdid everything else that I was in. I'll find another Phantom as well. And when I do, I'm going to let the members know all about it so they can get in on it too. Copy My Crypto is where I share my portfolio. Anyone that doesn't want to do their research, they can literally copy along. It's like having your best mate at school that was a straight A student, and you just look over his shoulder during a test, copy his answers, and you get the same result, even though you did none of the work. I don't get any more credit for getting the right answers than you do. And on the site, I release content every day talking about the markets. Like I say, I share my portfolio every time I buy a coin or sell a coin. We have also tutorials set up so that anyone that wants to get into crypto but doesn't know where to start can. And you can get full access to all of this for just $1 for 7 days. But this ends today. After that, it's back to full price, guys. So if you want to see what I own, go to the site now. $1, 7 days access. And if you don't want the service after that, I'll give you your money back, guys. The link is on screen. So, SXP. If you're unfamiliar with SXP, it's decentralized blockchain. And SXP became its own entity when Binance acquired the remaining shares of Swipe in December 2021. Now, I like SXP, and I'll explain why. So, what they've done is they've got a delegated proof of stake model to secure the network. This works very, very well. They've got interesting setups. So they've got the Solar Blockchain Foundation. This is a non-profit dedicated to supporting the SXP blockchain. The Solar Foundation do a few interesting bits and bobs, but what I would like to see is a push on growth. Now, obviously, everything to do with solar is about effectively pushing for enterprise blockchain, so getting businesses involved. Now, you can join the Solar Blockchain Foundation, which allows you to collaborate with people with a similar mind. And to be fair, you can learn a bit more here and apply for a position within the foundation. But what I would like to see a little more of, and this is something that I've always speak about, you've got to share. You've got to incentivize developers to come build with you. That is a big thing, and they don't really have that at the moment. So I would really like to see that in a better form, because if they can incentivize developers to come and build with them, they've got a better shot of growth in terms of the overall ecosystem. But they are set up entirely, well, mostly for enterprises. And you'll see Swipe, their biggest client is, for obvious reasons, Binance, given that Binance bought the Swipe out. So everything is now Solar. Now, Solar is basically a combination of Ethereum, Solana, and Cosmos. Their push is that they want to be as utilized as possible for enterprises, which they can do. They absolutely can do, because they do have enterprise grade apps. They're not phenomenally positioned for enterprises compared to some of the projects out there. But in terms of statistics for Solar, the statistics generally are pretty positive. There's a reasonable amount of wallets. They do have a burning mechanism. I'd like to see that stronger at this point, and I'd like to see greater amounts of Solar being burnt. But 13,000, 14,000 wallets. So there's a lot to do still, because they really, really do have to push on this. But they did recently have a very, very good piece of news regarding one of the exchanges that they've begun partnering with, which I believe, if I'm right, is StealthX. Yeah, StealthX. So StealthX is a non-custodial exchange, so it means everyone has their private keys. One thing that is always good with regards to this is it means your funds can't start being utilized by an exchange like we saw with the dirty FTX. So SXP are well positioned in that regard. Not well positioned, sorry, but they've done a good job getting involved with StealthX. In terms of the roadmap for Solar, they've got plans regarding like the next stages. So the version 1 roadmap is here, and they've got a decent amount of feedback after they put out their blog article. So I'll show the blog article about what they're looking to do next. So the Q3 update, they did a new core update. They did donation on a protocol level. They've partnered with exchanges, obviously, like StealthX and BitGap, Bitmart. There's been a bunch that they've partnered with, so that they're more accessible for anyone that wants to buy them worldwide. And they're also working with ad shares. So Dodco will work with ad shares to display decentralized ads in the District 53 metaverse. And the revenue from ads placed in District 53 main square will be converted to SXP and burn. So they'll add more burning mechanisms. Change Now and Now payments have also integrated SXP. So again, really strong steps. So they're pushing on a number of different fronts, which again, good sign. They're going to do where is it? So they're looking at launching some individual protocols as well. So they've got Solar Launchpad that's going to push forward. NFT Marketplace is going to push forward as well. Now, I will point out, from my personal perspective, NFT Marketplaces and Solar Launchpad and a Launchpad feels we are inundated with them at the moment, and I don't necessarily think that's going to bring a ton of value. But Solar Dex can do, because fundamentally we need a push on dexes. We want to start seeing more people utilizing dexes, and I think we will see that. After the FTX storm, the Celsius storm, the Voyager storm, the BlockFi storm, this hurricane effectively of centralized exchanges getting wrecked, dexes need a push. So Solar pushing into the DEX space is good. They're also in the testing phase of Solar in space, and that's all individual protocol projects. They're also going to start pushing on SLP libraries, and these are effectively to provide SDKs for exchanges and developers to integrate SLP into their platform or features. That again works really, really well because it provides the opportunity for more adoption. Now, overall, there are a few things SXP need to do to hit a target point, because right now it is a very utilizable medium of exchange, but medium of exchanges for me are not the way forward within crypto, because you're going to use USDC and use USDT and BUSD. That's what businesses will want to accept because there's less volatility in those coins. But businesses will of course take Bitcoin and Ethereum if they've got a long-term view. SXP to hit $5, which is a little less than its previous all-time high, is achievable, but they have to do two things. Number one, grow that ecosystem massively. Also, that's a problem Alameda Research, because obviously if they dump everything that they've got left, this is going to tank more. So I think there's probably very good entry points around 10 cents coming up for solar. But they have to get a growing ecosystem for sure. That is necessary. Number two, they need incentivization. So they need to put up a grants system or something so that developers do just start moving towards solar. Because if they do, solar could feasibly grow their DeFi. If they add a DEX in as well, they're looking damn good. Not strong, because they've not got the ecosystem that they would require necessarily. But if they can be more decentralized in term with opportunities like DEXs and DeFi, those two things alone, off of the back of everything that happened with FTX, are going to have a massive, massive, massive run. So we would definitely want to see the solar push in that regard. And if they do incentivize developers to come, this can still go back to $5 without a shadow of a doubt. But if they don't grow, they won't. It's that simple. Like, if they don't onboard serious enterprises and serious businesses, and if they don't onboard developers, they won't hit the target point that I'm suggesting. But if they do the things I'm suggesting, they've got a hell of a shot of $5. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below what you think. And if you are a returning viewer, hit the subscribe button. We want to get the subscribers up. That for one reason and one reason only, that helps the channel immensely. And as a result, we can start getting founders of projects on to come and have interviews. And also, guys, my videos will make you money. You don't want to miss them. If you hit the subscribe button, you won't miss them. And last thing, if you want to see the coins I own, you can do that right now. Today's the last day of the Black Friday weekend, well, I guess Cyber Monday offer, right? You can join the site, get 7 days full access for $1. If at the end of the 7 days you don't want access anymore, or you don't want to continue the service, you can let my team know. They'll refund you the $1, no questions asked, no problem. I've been in this market for 8 years. I've had the YouTube channel for 2 years. The record of success that I have is unmatched. No one on YouTube was talking about Phantom in 2020. I did a course devoted to it, saying it was going to be the best investment of 2020. It went up 677 times. I will find another Phantom. The members will find out about it. Copy My Crypto is literally an opportunity for people to just look over their shoulder at the A-star student and copy him and get the same results. Guess what, guys? I'm the A-star student that gets stuff like Phantom right. So if you want to join, you've got today is your last chance. Don't hesitate. Get on the site, read through it, and if it resonates with you, come join me, and I'll see you guys there. 7 days access, $1. That's all. So go check it out, guys. Links in the description. Take it easy. Bye-bye.